Hey guys, how are you? As always, I hope you're doing awesome. And today we're checking out this kit from Beetles. It has literally everything you need to make some really bomb nails. And as I say in every video, I'm kind of like
dreams that you want
right now, so just, forgive me for that. But real quick, we're just going to run through an unboxing. And while we're doing that, I thought we'd chit chat a bit. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do it because, hey, why not? And yeah, what's been going on in your life? Also, quick note, I haven't decided yet, but I've probably put some hot pink glitter nails in the thumbnail. I will not be doing those nails in today's video. I hate to disappoint. I'm sorry, but listen, hey, listen. What I am going to do is run through some important or, things that people want to know about using dual forms. I'm going to be going over those things as we swatch every color of polygel that's in this kit. If you would like to see those hot pink glitter nails, please let me know. I would be more than happy to do a tutorial video on that. Just go down there to the comments and drop, I'd love to see those pink glitter nails. Just let me know. I would love to do them, seriously. Oh, and also, let me know, are you like a short nail person or a long nail person, an active length person, or an extreme length person? Let me know that in the comments too. So one really awesome thing about this kit is that it has two different types of dual forms. It has the curved ones, and then it's got ones that are more flat. I know a lot of people don't like the curved ones, but then a lot of them do. So it doesn't matter your preference. You have both options with this kit, which I think is really awesome. You have your top coat, your base coat, the slip solution, which is in a bottle. I'm slightly confused by, but we'll get to that. I'm just going to swatch these colors for you really fast. Put them all down here on a piece of paper. That way you can see, what they look like. While I'm swatching, if you're the type of person that does better by listening instead of seeing, if you didn't notice, not only does this have the dual forms, it also has your regular paper forms. It has 6 different types of glitter. It's got a little case of really pretty jewels. Oh, it's got tons of stuff. It has, like I said, literally everything you need. But here's the slip solution, which I saw this on Long Hair Pretty Nails was the first time, and usually Beetles kind of recommends using a base coat for their slip solution, which actually works really well. But this is the first I saw of this. It's an actual slip solution. So I'm just going to take some and just pour into my dapping dish. This particular dapping dish is pretty wide, so it's going to take quite a bit of slip solution. I probably should have used a different one, but I just got this one from Sally's and I thought it was really cute and I really wanted to use it. So we also have our base coat, of course, and I'm just going to set that to the side because I'm going to need it in a minute. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use the curved dual forms or the flatter, straighter ones, and I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to put them on my thumb and try and show you the difference before anything is put into them, how they look. Here is your flatter one. It kind of fits right up against your nail, like you'll see here. And then here is the curved one, and if you put it up, see, you could set it straight against your nail and have a big curve, or you can use that to build an apex. It's just a bit difficult to be able to hold the form up high enough to use that to build your apex, if that makes sense. I have made a video on building an apex, which you could absolutely use those techniques after you've used dual forms. I will link it up in the cards as well as in the description. And I'm just going to size out my nails real quick, grab me some dual forms, set those aside. And oh, by the way, that little thing I got, look, I got this kit from Sally's. It's an acrylic kit. I was shocked. People are always talking about me not using dehydrator or primer. And well, okay, look, long story short, I've got some, okay? If you're interested in seeing this kit that I got from Sally's, let me know. I was thinking about doing a video because I was really shocked at how much came in the kit for the price. It was a really good deal. So let me know if you'd like to see that. So here's the thing. You do not absolutely need dehydrator or primer when you're using polygel. There's not one that comes in this kit. I've yet to find one that does in a polygel kit. But it does make your nails feel more secure, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It does feel a lot better. But with a polygel kit, you can usually just get by with the base coat. I went ahead and dehydrated and primed my nails. Now, when you apply your base coat before polygel, you want the thinnest coat you can apply. Now, I've seen girls put on just like a nice thick glob. I would recommend not doing that. You really just want to make a really, this is what's going to bond the polygel to your natural nail. So you don't want it thick. You want it to kind of be the medium that meshes your natural nail to the polygel. So I like to just take the tiniest bit that I can that will spread over the whole surface of my nail. I take my brush and kind of scrub that back and forth. That way it gets into any holes or porous areas of the nail, because you do want to make sure the entire surface is covered. And then we're going to cure that. And this little brush is really nice. I mean, it's like a lot of brushes that come in these polygel kits. I've got my slip solution here, and I'm just going to dip the spatula in it because that allows the polygel to slip off of the spatula a lot easier instead of having a gummy mess. I am going to give a disclaimer here. I do not like dual forms. I am not well practiced in them. I always, when I started doing my nails at home, I just went straight in. First I started with tips, but then I moved on to forms. Dual forms though they're not my jam. Okay, they're not my jam. But anyways, this first polygel that we're using is the color changing one, which ended up being one of my favorites. I'm not a fan of color changing nail products, but this actually was one of my favorites in this kit. It was just really pretty. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is apply the polygel into the form. And this is the trickiest part, is figuring out how much polygel you need. That is the trickiest part. The second trickiest part is smoothing out the underside. And I've gotten a comment on a video just a while back. Somebody asked me to show the underside. They asked me if I could do a video with dual forms and if I could show the underside, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can get your underside smooth. So with this one, I'm just going to go ahead. Look, it does not take a lot of pressure at all. Beetles has a really soft polygel, and I'm telling you right now, my nail room is hot as hell. Like, it's so hot in here. And Beetles Polygel's already kind of soft, and look, you can see how this mushes out the top. You're almost always going to have that regardless, but the warmer your environment is, the worse that's going to be. So you have to smooth it out. This one, I just wanted to show you when you don't smooth out the surface first. I've already cured it. I popped it off, and look, we've got a big old glob there. It's a mess. You can see what that curved dual form looks like when you press it flat to the nail. There's a big curve there. We can fix that with filing, but it's going to take off a lot of the length. So anyways, I'm just going to remove the sticky layer, and then look at this. Wow. I'm going to remove the sticky layer from the top of my nail and underneath. They said, oh, I forgot about the little butterflies. There's little butterflies, you guys. Look at all these. And then, like I said, 6 glitters. I think for what I'm going to do, I don't know. I wanted to use some glitter on a nail, and I think I'm going to use the pink one. I'm going to go with the pink one. And some yellow butterflies. I think that'd be cute. for this next nail. I'm going to show you how to do like an encapsulation with a dual form, and that's going to be the next nail. As I'm going to use the clear for this one, of course. And as we move along, I'm going to show you, like I said earlier, how to take care of that underside, how to get it smoothed out nice and neat. So just stay tuned for that. So for this encapsulated nail, the first thing I'm gonna do is take I want to put a thin layer of clear polygel. Now, if you think about it, this is going to be the very top of your nail. So I'm going to take this layer. I want to try and make it as, pretty thin and even, of course. And after I've done that, I'm going to take my glitter and my little yellow butterflies, and I'm just going to try and grab one butterfly at a time up here and pop them into that wet polygel. I have not cured it yet. The polygel is still wet. So we're just going to pop a couple butterflies in, and then with my same brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into this pink glitter and kind of smush that in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you want your glitter to look how you want it to look, but if your polygel isn't perfect, don't worry about it as long as that layer's thin. And then I'm just going to clean my brush off. I flash cured that first layer right here. And when I say flash cure, I mean I stuck it in my lamp for about 10 to 20 seconds, depending on your lamp wattage. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put the main layer of polygel. And again, I'm going to use clear because I just want the pink glitter and the butterflies. Like, they're going to be the star of the show. So I'm going to put that clear, and without curing first, we want to put it right down on the nail while that polygel is still wet. And this time, we're going to flip the nail over. And this is where it gets hard. By the way, look, you always want to clean up your cuticles. I want to recommend that you do that at the very end. You can do it now, flip your nail, clean the underside, but look, before you go into the lamp, the last thing you want to do, literally, last step, clean around your cuticles. But I'm going to flip over and I'm going to try and hold that nail into place. They do have clips available that you can buy on Amazon. We'll try and link some of those below. But you can get some little clear clips, and that way you don't have to try and struggle to hold your finger on there. And yeah, you got to hold that into place. Use your brush to smooth that underside out, and then throw it in the lamp. So here's that cute little glitter butterfly pink. There's still a little bit of product under that nail, but it's not near as bad as the first one. But now I'm going to show you how to not even have to worry about that underside. So what we're going to do is use a tip. You can also use a paper form. As long as you have something down there first. I'm gluing this tip down, and if you're like, what's she doing with that nail pincher? I'm just making sure that the sides of my nail tip are nice and even to my nail. I want them glued down there, So I'm just going to take these scissors. I'm going to trim it down to about the length I want it. And then we've got this surface. I still need to apply my base coat. So I'm going to do that. And now I'm going to take the polygel that I want to use for this one, which is the light pink in this kit, and put that in my dual form and repeat the same steps as we did before. Except this time we do not have to clean up the underside because it's going to be nice and smooth. This also will help you get that apex. If you've got a curved dual form, it can help you use that curve as the apex, if you see right here. But you see, I've got to press down to just a bit to get it to touch to the end of that tip. I've got some excess flowing out the sides, as always, so we're going to remove that first and foremost. After we get all that done, we're going to throw this in the lamp and cure it. We just want to make sure everything is clean. Nothing is on our skin. Now, if you look at the underside, look at all that extra I had, by the way. So I've cured this, and now I'm going to pop it off. You just need to kind of squeeze and wiggle the form back and forth to get it off. That's very square. For a lot of people ask, well, let me show you this real quick. See this? You can see where my tip ended and I had some excess there. That's why you want to make sure that you cut your form down to where you want it. I mean, because it's always going to just be filed down, right? So no need to even worry about that little bit. We're going to try the gold out now, and I'm just putting this straight on. But what I was going to say a second ago is I've noticed in the comments of just other people's videos, somebody may ask, why do you choose to use forms instead of tips? And that right there is the reason why. Tips are already their own shape. When you use a paper form, it gives you more creative freedom to create the nail shape and the length and everything that you want to create from the get-go, which saves a lot of time in filing and everything else, you know what I mean? So that is the biggest reason right there. If you're a form user and you love forms and you hate tips, or you just prefer forms over tips, leave in the comments below, like, let people know why do you prefer paper forms over tips. Let people know. Let's help each other out. Oh, and that reminds me, I've also saw people talking about in the comments of just like other videos, I want to start my own nail channel. Guys, do it. And if you have one, please leave it in the comments. I would love to, just share yourself. You are more than welcome to share yourself here. Anyhow, real quick, because, I'm going to run out of time to talk about this. I'm going to try this little technique. In my last nail video, I talked about a girl named Jamie Kay, and she had this bomb idea for doing like an ombre, and it was just so cool. So I'm going to try this technique. I'm doing a voiceover, so I can tell you right now, I failed at it. It looked horrible. I should not have used white for starters. And second of all, I didn't get this part long enough. I'm going to link to her channel again. It should be up in the cards about now or just before this. And I'll also link her video below. But she does this technique's awesome, and it's so easy, and I failed miserably at it. So yeah, what I'm doing was, like, I was creating a nail bed here, and so I'm going to go ahead and kind of file that bit and then remove the dust. And then I wanted this to be angular, like a nice sharp chevron type of nail bed or smile line. I didn't make it long enough. So it's going to be a different kind of shape. I wouldn't quite call it a ballerina or a coffin, but, somewhere in that vein is where we ended up. And then I'm going to repeat this process with the silver glitter polygel, which, guys, these glitter polygels are so beautiful. But you don't want a whole lot. This is way too much. It ended up being way too much. But you can put it just like right there at the bottom, and you can do this for an ombre. Like I said, I'll link her video so you can see what I'm talking about. But I'm just going to pat that out, and then I'm going to take it and slide it. I'm going to take it from here, press down onto my nail, and slide that down like that. So we're left with this, and if you flip it over, it's all kind of bunched up there. So you're definitely going to have to flip your nail over and smooth that out. So I'm just going to do that really quick. I've got way too much product here. But this is after I've cured. I'm going to pop this off. And you're probably not going to be able to see it. I'm going to try and enhance things a bit to maybe you can. But there's a little glitter down on the surface. It just, guys, it's a cute idea. Anyhow, those were my nails right there real quick after I have finished. And what I'm going to do is take my Melody Susie desk drill. I've got a couple of them. Melody Susie's my favorite. they have awesome drills, guys, especially for DIY nail gals or guys, you know. So I'm going to try and remove a lot of that bulk from underneath. I have filed and buffed all of my nails, shaped them up, and I'm just going to apply a top coat now, the shiny top coat that was included. And take the little oil pen here and, you know, rub some oil in, and there we go. That's what we have left over. Now, like I said, these jewels were included, which are beautiful. I did not do anything on these nails with these jewels. But again, I'm about to show you the pink nails. If you haven't saw the pink nails, here come the pink nails. Let me know below if you want me to do them. I loved how they turned out. Oh, these were so pretty. And I want to try it with a different color glitter too. If you want me to try these nails, let me know, and let me know which color glitter you want me to use. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you next time.